Hi friends, welcome to the weekly current affairs session where we discuss important current affairs for UPSC Prelims examination 2027. So guys, let me give you the reason behind this session. So the entire week you must have come across lot of current affairs, but all these current affairs are not important for the prelims examination. The idea behind this weekly session is that I will select top 10 important current affairs which can be asked in the prelims examination. The reason behind selecting these top 10 current affairs is their linkages to the PYQs. So let's start. The very first topic is Government of India has decided to notify Western Ghat as ecologically sensitive area. So guys, first of all, let us try to understand the context. So center is set to finalize and notify ecologically sensitive areas in the Western Ghats after nearly 12 years of consultation. Guys, the proposal is based on K. Kasturi Rangan committee. Guys, whenever we talk about Western Ghats, two committees become very important. One is the Madhav Gadgil committee, which is very important, and other is Kasturi Rangan committee. Both these committees are on Western Ghats. This is a PYQ topic also. UPSC has asked a question that the K. Kasturi Rangan committee and Madhav Gadgil committee is related to what? They are related to conservation of Western Ghats. So let us try to understand what are ecologically sensitive areas, what is their role, and then we will study what are Western Ghats and why we are declaring Western Ghats as ecologically sensitive. So guys, areas notified under Environment Protection Act to protect biodiversity, fragile ecosystem and critically ecological functions are called eco-sensitive areas. So eco-sensitive areas are those areas which are notified under Environment Protection Act and 1986. Why? Because they are very rich in biodiversity and they are very fragile also. So this eco-sensitive area basically act as a shock absorber by regulating environmentally harmful activities around ecologically important landscape. So around any ecological important landscape, we will declare the ecologically sensitive areas. This will act as a shock absorber by regulating harmful human activities which can have negative impact on the ecologically sensitive areas. Okay, so guys, the area of the ecologically sensitive area can be decided on case to case basis, and maximum it can go to 10 kilometers, but in 2022 Supreme Court has said that minimum 1 kilometer of eco-sensitive zone has to be declared around every protected area, national park and wildlife sanctuary. So this is very important. UPSC can frame question that ecologically sensitive areas are declared under which act. So answer will be Environmental Protection Act 1986. What is the main function? They function as a shock absorber. They regulate harmful human activities which can have an adverse impact on ecologically fragile ecosystem. Maximum they can go up to 10 kilometers around a protected area, but minimum there have to be 1 kilometer along all protected area in the country. So what are the activities which are prohibited or restricted? We have mining, we have quarrying, we have thermal power, we have red category industries, we have large construction project. Okay, so these are what prohibited activities. Which are regulated activities? You can see here we have tree felling, hotel, resorts, commercial use of water, electric cables, agriculture changes. These are regulated activities, and then there are some allowed activities also. For example, organic farming. Organic farming is allowed activities. Okay, so please prepare which are the prohibited activities and which are the regulated activities. Particularly prohibited ones are the most important. So mining, quarrying, thermal power plants and red category industries are prohibited. Okay, now what are Western Ghats? Guys, Western Ghats are a chain of mountains that run parallel to India's western coast, and basically they are between, you can see here. Okay, they are between the Kanyakumari and the Tapi Valley of Gujarat. So they pass through 6 states: Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why this is important? This is a PYQ topic. Okay, they have asked in the previous year questions that Western Ghats basically pass through how many states? They pass through 6 states. Also, one thing you need to know, that the height of Western Ghats is higher in the south and it reduces as we go to the north. So height is the highest in the south. So I'm asking you a question. Please tell me what is the highest peak of Western Ghats, okay, in the South India. Let me see how many of you can answer. As far as Gadgil committee and Kasturi Rangan committee is concerned, guys, I told you that they can ask you about these committee. Already they have asked you these committees are related to what? These committees are related to Western Ghats. Now they will ask you what is the difference between these two committees. The major difference is if you see Gadgil committee, he recommended that entire Western Ghats must be declared as ecologically sensitive areas, whereas Kasturi Rangan committee said that 37% of the Western Ghats must be declared as ecologically sensitive area. That is the major difference. Okay, so the Gadgil committee has a ecology centric view, whereas the Kasturi Rangan committee has a basically both balance. Okay, development also and environment. Okay, protection also. Okay, why Western Ghats are important, guys? Western Ghats are important because they are the hottest hotspot of biodiversity. They regulate Indian monsoon. They are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and they are home to many endemic species like we have. Okay, there are many endemic species. Nilgiri tahar. Okay, lion tail macaw. Okay, and they are also called water tower of Peninsula India because many rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Mandovi, Periyar, and Sharavati, they originate from Western Ghats. So guys, rivers originating from Western Ghats can be one probable topic which can be asked. Take note of it. Which are the rivers which are originating from Western Ghats? Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri, Mandovi, Periyar, and Sharavati. Okay. Now let's move on to the next topic. Next topic, guys, Omega block. What is Omega block? Guys, entire Europe, particularly France, UK, is undergoing record breaking heat waves. Particularly France and Spain are the most affected countries because of the heat waves. Already, many people, they are suffering. Okay, a lot of people, they have lost their life also. So this heat wave is because of formation of a heat dome. Okay, heat dome, and this heat dome has been formed because of omega block. You can see this omega block. Okay, so what is omega block? Omega block basically means what? Okay, what is omega block? Okay, you can see a omega block is a persistent atmospheric blocking pattern in which high pressure system is trapped between two low pressure system. So this is one low pressure system, and this is one low pressure system, and this is a high pressure system, and it is trapped between two low pressure system. Guys, in high pressure system, what happens is the winds start sinking, the air starts sinking, and because of the sinking air, the temperature is high. Okay, you can write down air sinking, temperature is high, and there is no cloud formation. Since there is no cloud formation, there is no moisture. Okay, so because of this, there is a high pressure and heat in this, and it gets trapped. Generally what will happen, guys? Generally, because of the jet streams, what will happen? There will be flow of air, but in this case what happens, that this high pressure is trapped between two low pressure, and this creates a heat dome effect. So the formation of omega block, which is a high pressure trapped between two low pressure, disrupts the normal west to east movement of jet stream, causing weather systems to remain stationary for days and weeks. So for days, this high pressure is getting trapped between two low pressure, and this get basically trapped as a stationary system, and there is a lot of heat in this area. This is called heat dome. So jet streams are the fast moving upper atmospheric wind that basically move the weather system from west to east. Okay, so this is an important concept, omega block and heat. Okay, dome, heat dome. So heat dome is basically formed by omega block. Okay, now next is earthquake. Guys, Venezuela has been hit by two earthquake. Okay, this is called doublet. Okay, two earthquake in short interval. So Venezuela was hit by 7.2 and 7.5 magnitude earthquake at 22 kilometers and 10 kilometers depth. So these were shallow earthquake. Okay, because the earthquake was very shallow, the focus was very near to the, okay, this one ground. Okay, so because of this, guys, there was lot of loss. and devastation, loss of life and devastation or destruction. Okay, so why is Venezuela so prone to earthquakes? Because Venezuela is located over two tectonic plates, the Caribbean tectonic plates and the South American tectonic plates. You know guys, generally earthquake happens when two plates basically they move past each other, then only earthquake takes place. So earthquakes are more common in converging plate boundaries. Okay, so here you can see two plates are meeting, the Caribbean plate and the South American plate, which generates frequent earthquake in Venezuela. Okay, so very important concept guys. Why Venezuela is prone to earthquake? Because of plate tectonics, two plates. Okay, this is very important. Okay, very important. So shallow earthquake are dangerous and more destructive than deeper earthquake. Okay, so shallow focus earthquakes, okay, what happens is that they take shorter travel time for the seismic waves and thus they create more destruction than deeper earthquake. Okay, so earthquake is measured through Richter scale, which measures the magnitude, or the modified Mercalli scale, which measures the intensity. So measurement of earthquake guys, Richter scale and Mercalli scale is important. Richter scale magnitude and the Mercalli scale intensity. Okay, very important. Guys, as far as seismic waves are concerned, we have the primary waves or P waves, we have the secondary waves or S waves, and we have the surface waves. Guys, the most destructive is the surface waves. Okay, P waves are fastest waves, longitudinal. S waves are transverse waves. They take time to reach the surface. Okay. Now coming to the third topic, El Nino. Guys, you know this year is a super El Nino year, and because of which guys, monsoon in India is already facing problem. According to IMD, there will be around 30% deficit monsoon in India. Obviously, guys, this is not good for a country like India because India is an agriculture country and most of the farming in India is rain-fed farming. Okay, rain-fed farming. So more than 40% of agriculture is a rain-fed farming. Okay, this is very important. I think approximately 52 or 53% of land is under irrigation, net sown area is under irrigation. Apart from that, everything is rain fed. Okay, so in this scenario guys, if there is less rainfall, obviously that is not good for India. It can lead to drought also. Okay, so what is El Nino? El Nino is the warm phase of ENSO. El Nino is warm phase of ENSO. So what happens during the El Nino? The trade winds become weak or reverses, because of which warm surface water shift towards East Pacific off the coast of Peru. Off the coast of Peru. So this is very okay important development. Because of this, okay, hot water getting accumulated off the coast of Peru, what happens is that the rainfall the rainfall in the South Asia, particularly India, reduces. Okay, so whenever there is an El Nino, so El Nino is what? It is warm phase where East Pacific Ocean becomes become warm. Okay, what is the impact in India? Impact in India is that monsoon weakens. Monsoon weakens. So weaker southwest monsoon, which leads to drought, heat waves, and lower agriculture output. On the other hand, South America, because of accumulation of the warm water, the upwelling of water stops, and there is heavy rainfall and flood and landslides in the South America in the El Nino year. Okay, so El Nino is a very important topic. Its impact on Indian monsoon is really very important. Next, guys, you can see Tamil Nadu has raised concern over center's norms on projects in Kaveri Basin. Guys, Kaveri Basin, rivers are very important theme in the prelims examination. Kaveri is the third largest river system in the peninsular India after Godavari and Krishna, and it is the largest river of Tamil Nadu, also called Ponni. Okay, very important. It originates from the Brahmagiri range of Western Ghats in Kodagu district of Karnataka and flows through, okay, states like Karnataka, then it flows through Tamil Nadu, and also it flows through the Union Territory of Puducherry. Okay, the Kaveri River basin also includes Kerala. Okay, so the river basin extends Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Union Territory of Puducherry. This is very, very important. So whenever you get a question on rivers, either they will ask you river basin, or they will ask you origin, or they will ask you tributaries. What are the important tributaries of Kaveri? You can see here we have the Hemavati, we have the Shimsha, we have the Harangi, we have the Akravati. In the right bank tributaries, we have the Bhavani, we have the Kabini. Kabini and Bhavani is very, very important. Then we have the Noyal, Amravati, etc. etc. Important waterfalls on this river, we have the Hogenkal waterfall and Shiva Samundram waterfall. These two waterfalls are very important. UPSC has already asked question on Kaveri waterfall. As far as dams and reservoirs on Kaveri river, guys, Krishna Sagar Dam, this is really very, very important. Then Mettur Dam is also very important. Then we have Kabini Dam, Hemavati Dam, Harangi Dam. Okay, so these two dams are important, Krishna Sagar Dam and Mettur Dam. Okay. So guys, Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal was constituted in 1990 under the Interstate Water Dispute Act to adjudicate dispute between Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala and Puducherry, which are the river basin state of Kaveri. Next, guys, flash floods in Arunachal Pradesh. Guys, recently, because of heavy rainfall, there was flash flood and landslides in Arunachal Pradesh. So, guys, if you see the northeast India, okay, every year during the monsoon, there will be flash floods, there will be landslides. What is the main reason? The main reason is, guys, heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall in the northeast. Guys, northeast, they receive more than 200 centimeter of rainfall, okay, every year. So heavy rainfall, that is one reason. Second, guys, young fold mountain. Young fold mountain, guys, northeast Himalayas are part of Himalayas, which is a young fold mountain. Because it is a young fold mountain, the rock is not stable, and the lithology is very fragile, because of which landslides happen. And this zone is seismically active zone also, that also leads to landslides and flash floods. Okay, next, guys, pollinators. It's an important concept, guys. If you analyze the PYQs, UPSC multiple times have focused question on pollinators. Guys, this is the summer season. Summer season is mango season. So mango is one fruit which is basically pollinated by insect. It's an insect pollinated fruit. Okay, it's an insect pollinated fruit. So fruit can be either insect pollinated or wind pollinated. Because it's an insect pollinated, so insects are very important. If the number of insects are more in the ecosystem, the yield of the mango will be more. Okay, so UPSC has asked in the past, what are the pollinators? So guys, we can see honeybees, butterflies, moths, beetles, birds and bats. All these are pollinators. Honeybees, butterflies, moths, beetles, birds and bats. Birds, bats, butterflies, bees, okay, beetles, all these are. So guys, pollination is basically an ecosystem service. Okay, it's an ecosystem service, it's very important. But because of, okay, deforestation and because of use of pesticides like neonicotinoids, okay, the bees population is declining, and because of which pollination is also declining. And if the pollination declines, the agriculture biodiversity will also decline. So pollinators are linked to biodiversity, very important. Guys, before I proceed, this is the number of my team. Guys, I am framing important questions for the prelims examination. You can connect with me if you need my guidance. Okay, next, guys, biochar. Again, this is a PYQ topic, guys. UPSC has asked question on biochar multiple times. So guys, biochar, it's like a black gold for Indian agriculture. Why? So first of all, what is biochar? Generally, guys, what happens when there is okay, harvesting of crops, okay, the residue is generally burnt. Okay, you must have heard about stubble burning. Stubble burning basically leads to problem of pollution also in the NCR region. So one of the solution of stubble burning is that we can convert this agriculture residue, we can convert this agriculture residue in a stable carbon rich material through a process called pyrolysis. Pyrolysis is the process, guys, where we heat the agriculture residue under low oxygen condition. Under this, what happens? Agriculture residue, it gets converted into stable and carbon rich compound. Stable and carbon rich compound, which can be used to basically, okay, apply as a fertilizer or as a manure for the soil. So when we apply this biochar in the soil, what happens? It improves the soil moisture. by enhancing the water retaining capacity of the soil. It increases the fertility, it increases the overall water holding capacity, it reduces N2O emissions, it reduces the fertilizer requirement of the soil, and it overall improves the crop productivity. Okay, so what happens, what are the advantages of biochar? First of all, it improves the soil fertility, it improves the crop productivity, it improves the soil moisture by increasing the water holding capacity of the soil. Okay, this is very important. So guys, this is also important for carbon sequestration. Carbon sequestration, okay, very important, because it slows down the release of carbon into the atmosphere. Okay, so it is also very important. Okay, so this biochar, okay, what happens is that, okay, if you see here, the agriculture residue and municipal waste can be used to create biochar. Okay, and the co-product using producing a biochar is what? Syngas. Syngas is a co-product in this process. Okay, so we get biochar and we also get syngas. Syngas is a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen. You know guys, syngas nowadays is very popular, so UPSC can ask you question on syngas also. Hydrogen and carbon monoxide is called syngas. Next guys, from polity, FCRA regulation. Guys, you know, government of India has come out with new rules under FCRA. Under this guys, there is some tightening of rules as far as donation of money to NGOs in India are concerned. Now guys, NGOs must register under 5 categories such as social activities, economic activities, educational, cultural and religious. Registration must specify approval, purpose and states and union territories of operation. Okay, separate fee for each purpose and each state will be taken. Okay, so basically the idea of FCRA is to regulate foreign donation to NGOs so that the money which is coming to NGOs is not used against the sovereignty and integrity of the country. The FCRA registration is administered by Ministry of Home Affairs. It is valid for 5 years. Okay, so very important guys, you know, the fund which comes under the FCRA has to be taken in an SBI branch of New Delhi. Very important. And under this guys, okay, FCRA, government servants, political parties, okay, media channels, journalists and electoral candidates are prohibited to take any foreign funding. So no political party, no media channel can take foreign funding. This is also very important. Okay, next guys, passport is not proof of citizenship. So recently guys, the Ministry of External Affairs has said that passport is not a conclusive proof of your citizenship. Okay, this is a very important judgment, or not a judgment, basically it's an important declaration by the government. Okay, so guys, the problem right now is that there is no single universal document of citizenship in India. Guys, citizenship in India is basically under the Citizenship Act 1955. So if you are citizen or not citizen will be decided by the Citizenship Act 1955. Okay, so at present there is no single document which can really prove that you are a citizen or not. So whether it is Aadhaar card, whether it is Aadhaar, whether it is electoral card, whether it is passport or voting card, none of them are proof of your citizenship. This is very important. So guys, I think next year definitely a question on citizenship can come. So guys, citizenship is mentioned in part 2 of the Indian Constitution, article 5 to article 11, and it is regulated by Citizenship Act 1955, which is passed by the Parliament. India follows single citizenship. Citizenship under the Citizenship Act 1955 can be acquired through birth, descent, registration, naturalization, incorporation of territory, and it can also be lost through renunciation, termination, and deprivation. Guys, there are some exclusive rights of fundamental rights under article, okay, like article 14 to article 32, which are only exclusive to citizens. Which are these articles? Article 15, article 16, article 19, article 29, article 30. These are only exclusively available to citizens. Again I repeat, article 15, article 16, article 19, article 29, article 30 is only exclusively available to citizens. Also guys, only citizens have right to vote and right to contest elections, and only citizens can hold posts like president, vice president, governor, SC judge, high court judge, attorney general and attorney, okay, Attorney General and Advocate General. Okay, so this is very, very important. Please prepare citizenship provision from the M. Lakshmikant. Next, guys, another scheme which is in news is One Nation, One Subscription. This is a central sector scheme providing nationwide access to high impact international journals and database. It covers students, faculties, researchers, and scientists in 6,300 central universities, higher education institutes, research development institutions. So, students studying in higher education institutes, research scholars, or scientists, they can access this journals, okay, under this central sector scheme. Okay, what kind of scheme it is? Central sector scheme. Very, very important. Central sector scheme. It is not a centrally sponsored scheme, it's a central sector scheme. Keep this in mind. Next, guys, Syama Prasad Mukherjee, personality based topic. So, guys, you know, this year we are observing 125th birth anniversary of Syama Prasad Mukherjee. He is a very important personality in modern India, guys. He was the youngest vice chancellor of the University of Calcutta. He was also a founder of Bharatiya Jana Sangh in 1951, which later on became Bharatiya Janata Party. So he's a very important personality as far as Bharatiya Jana Sangh is concerned. He was also the member of India's first cabinet, which is India's first industrial and supply minister. He opposed Nehru Article 370, and he was against this Kashmir policy of Nehru. So he also was very important personality, okay, in rehabilitation of the victims of partition. So he was an important personality, guys. You may expect question on Shyam Prasad Mukherjee. Next topic, guys, Rakhi Gadi, history topic again. So, guys, recently ASI has transferred Rakhi Gadi skeletons to the Anthropological Survey of India for scientific investigation. Guys, you know, Rakhi Gadi is in Haryana. It is the largest known settlement of Harappa civilization. Rakhi Gadi is the largest settlement of Harappa civilization. It is known for Hakra ware culture. Hakra ware culture. Rakhi Gadi, guys, has pushed the Harappa period earlier, okay, by some years. Okay, so this is also very, very important. Rakhi Gadi, map based questions can come on Rakhi Gadi. Next, guys, a term AI hallucination was in news from Science and Tech. Guys, AI hallucination basically is incorrect, misleading, and fabricated output of LLM. Guys, LLMs will not give every time the correct information. So if you are using ChatGPT, you will see that many times ChatGPT will give you incorrect answers, okay, or some incorrect facts. This is what is called hallucination. Hallucination basically occurs because AI identifies non-existent patterns and relationships, producing responses, okay, not grounded on training and reality. Okay, so this can become what is AI hallucination. Next, guys, two other important topics related to science and tech. One is called Border Gateway Protocol. Border Gateway Protocol is internet routing protocol that determines most efficient path for data to travel between interconnected autonomous systems such as internet service providers, telecom companies, cloud service providers, and enterprise network. So in one case, what happens is that there is a border gate protocol hijacking, which basically happens when a network is incorrectly or maliciously announcing that it provides the best route to a particular IP prefix, causing internet to be redirected through a wrong network. Okay, so B border gateway protocol is for what? Internet routing. Okay, data routing. It is related to internet. Okay, so recently Telegram was banned. In this context, this topic was in news. Next, guys, Project Nimbus. Project Nimbus is basically a cloud computing contract between companies like Google and Amazon and Israeli government. So recently, guys, Google and Amazon have come under criticism because of this cloud computing contract with Israel, because many people accuse Israel of committing genocide in Palestine. So many people say that they are using this cloud computing software for their military purposes. So okay, Google and uh, Amazon should stop this. Okay. Next, guys, defense item from science and tech. We have the BrahMos. Okay, so guys, UAE is in talks with India to purchase BrahMos missiles and Akshatir air defense units. So guys, BrahMos missile, it's a favorite topic of UPSC. Multiple PYQ questions have come from this. So it is a supersonic cruise missile jointly developed by India and Russia. So what is BrahMos? Supersonic cruise missile. What is BrahMos? Supersonic cruise missile. So very important. Supersonic cruise missile. You know, guys, missiles can be of two types: ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. BrahMos is a cruise missile, and it's a supersonic, means the speed is more than the speed of sound. Guys, you can see here it's a two-stage missile, solid propellant booster and liquid fuel ramjet engine. Fire and forget. Speed is 2.8 to 3 Mach. Okay, very important. The range is 290 kilometers. So many countries now they are asking BrahMos missile, because BrahMos missile is a very effective missile. The next topic is Akshatir. Akshatir is India's indigenously developed automated air defense command and control system developed by Bharat Electronics Limited. What is Akshatir? Akshatir is air defense command and control system which is indigenously developed in India by Bharat Electronics Limited. Again, I repeat, what is Akshatir? Indigenously developed, indigenously developed automated air defense command and control system. Air defense command and control system. So basically it integrates radar, sensors and communication systems to provide common real-time air picture. It enables automated detection, tracking and engagement of enemies, aircraft, drones and missiles. So through this Akshatir, what we can do, we can basically detect any enemy drone or enemy aircraft. Okay, and then obviously once we detect them, then we can take action against them. It's a vehicle mounted and highly mobile thing. It's a vehicle mounted, you can see here. Next, guys, International Yoga Day. Guys, you know, International Yoga Day is observed on 21st of June every year. Why 21st of June? Because 21st of June is summer solstice, which is the longest day in the northern hemisphere. Ministry of Ayush is the nodal agency for International Yoga Day. International Yoga Day was basically started in 2015. Okay, you can see here on 11 December 2014, United Nations General Assembly accepted 21 June as the International Yoga Day. Next, guys, places in news. Albania's flamingo revolution. Guys, whenever some revolution is happening in some country, that place becomes very, very important. Okay, so you can see there are two places in Albania. One is Narta Lagoon and Sajan Island. These two places is in Albania. So people are protesting against proposed luxury resort linked to the, okay, one of the relatives of Trump. Okay, so this is very important. Why this Narta Lagoon and this island, okay, is in news? Because this is environmentally very important place. You can see here migratory birds comes in Narta Lagoon. Okay, so people are fearing that if, okay, luxury resort will be opened in Nartha Lagoon, then it will hurt the flamingos. That is why it is called flamingo revolution. So I think this is important because it is linking to international relation and also environment, and UPSC loves environment. Okay, so please prepare this Narta Lagoon. I think next year definitely a question can come on Narta Lagoon. Next, guys, Crimea. Crimea declares emergency amid Ukrainian strikes as Russia downs 660 drones overnight. Guys, Ukraine has been attacking Russia through drones, and guys, Ukraine has been attacking the Crimea region. You know, guys, Crimea region before 2014 was part of Ukraine, but in 2014 this Crimea was taken by Russia. In 2014, Crimea was taken by Russia. Crimea is really very, very important and strategically located because Crimea is bordered by Black Sea and Sea of Azov, and that makes it very strategically important for trade and military purposes. Sevastopol hosts Russia's Black Sea fleet. Okay, Russia annexed Crimea in 2014. Okay, Kerch Bridge connects Crimea with Russia. Kerch Bridge is also very, very important. You can expect a question on that. Next, guys, Myanmar's Golden Triangle and Golden Crescent. Golden Crescent is in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iran. It's a drug trafficking hub, and Golden Triangle is basically Myanmar, Laos, and Thailand. It is also a drug trafficking and drug illicit production hub. So, guys, you know, in the last 2-3 years, because of the civil war happening in Myanmar, lot of illicit opium cultivation is happening in Myanmar, and because of Myanmar bordering 4 states in India, so this is coming into India also. Okay, so Golden Triangle and Golden Crescent. Golden Triangle is what? Myanmar, Laos and Thailand, and Golden Crescent is on the western side of India, okay, which is basically along the Pakistan, Afghanistan and Iran border. Both are hubs of opium cultivation. Okay, so very important. I'm giving an assignment. Please prepare. How many states in India are bordering Myanmar? Okay, let me see how many of you can answer. Next, guys, Tehran says it won't permit IAEA to inspect bombed nuclear sites. You know, guys, Natanz, which is a largest uranium enrichment facility, and Fordo, which is also an enrichment facility of Iran, was bombed by US and Israel this year. So now Iran has said that it will not allow IAEA to visit Natanz facility and Fordo facility. So guys, please prepare these nuclear facilities of Iran, Natanz, Fordo and Isfahan. Natanz, Fordo and Isfahan. This is really very important. Next, guys, UN maritime body secures safety passage to evacuate ships in the Persian Gulf. Guys, Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, all these topics are in news. Persian Gulf is basically bordered by Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, and Oman. It contains 50% of the world's proven gas and oil reserves. Okay. So guys, with this we conclude the session. I hope the session was useful. I have only selected important topics. Guys, do consider giving a like and share this session with all the friends who are preparing for 2027 prelims examination. If you want to speak to me, this is my number. Contact me. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care and God bless you.